Hello, welcome to the AMG Lounge, IMG, and today is the launch of our first YouTube video, and what better way to start it with the G63 AMG. So, why the infamous G-Wagon? Well, the G-Wagon in my opinion is a little bit misunderstood. The G-Wagon has a lot of characteristics that you wouldn't find on your GLEs, your Range Rover Sports, your BMW X5s. This is a very unique car. The whole point of this video is to try and make you guys understand why the G-Wagon is the way it is. So, sun's out, let's go for a drive. It's 10 to 11 in the morning. Let's go. Now, for the first time, I've actually spent about 48 hours with this car. Longer than I've ever spent with the car. And I must say, I was a fan of it before, but the more and more time I spent with it, it's starting to get under my skin. For all the right reasons. One thing that a lot of people do agree with, though, it is a very, very cool car. Some people think it's ugly, some people think it's beautiful. I happen to think that it's the beauty and the beast. See? Already got enthusiasts. So, a quick history lesson. I'm not going to bore you too much with it. The G-Wagon, also known as the Wanderwagen, loosely translated as like a cross-country vehicle, was initially designed in the early 1970s for, well, driving through country roads, and eventually made its way into the military. Since then, the only things that have changed with the G-Wagon is basically the interior, real cosmetic stuff. Everything underneath has remained the same. We're talking the bolts, the hinges, the chassis, everything has remained the same. And there's a very good reason for that. The G-Wagon still today gets used by the military in various different countries, and more importantly in Austria, where they still drive on the right hand side. So as it's going down the production line, right at the end the UK go, right, we drive on the right hand side, we'll nab a few. And that's why we get them in the UK, only in two engines, the 63 and the 350 diesel. Now, as a lot of you probably know, the design hasn't changed in the best part of nearly 50 years. And the reason for it is because the Austrian army, who still use the G-Wagon, require an endless supply of parts. I mean, yeah, it does accelerate like nothing I've ever experienced before. You feel like, you know, you're so high up, you got this great big heavy body, yeah. At the end of the day, if you're after a performance SUV, this isn't the right car for you. You know, you're going to struggle to throw this around corners or go across country lanes in an enthusiastic manner, shall we say. this car, it gives you like a sense of invincibility. No, you know, touch wood, if you're ever going to be in an accident, this is the kind of car that you want to be in, because you just feel so protected and so solid. You know, there's not a single creak coming from anywhere in the car. It just feels like it's made of cast iron. Listen. You know what's interesting as well? This car costs half the price of a flat in London. And yeah, you can entertain 4 people in here. The boot's absolutely huge. You can have a bar in there if you really wanted to. You've got 2 DVD players, TV up front, full leather seats, heated, cooled, as I said. Go anywhere with it, like literally anywhere. From that point of view, it's a bit of a bargain. When you look under the bonnet, the engine probably about a metre off the ground. That's how high up it is, which obviously doesn't help the balance of things and probably contributes to the handling of the vehicle. But again, it's not an accident, it's so that the G-Wagon can wade through like half a metre's worth of water. The acceleration is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Don't get me wrong, if you look down at anything or look away for a split second, you could be heading into a tree, but I don't know, puts the excitement back into driving, I guess. G-Wagon's a little bit like a man's best friend, like a dog. You know, it will go absolutely anywhere with you. It will absolutely do anything you want. This will be a familiar sight for anyone thinking about buying a G-Wagon. But on the flip side, they do have really good meal deals. I mean, something else cool about the G-Wagon. See this door here? If you were to take this door off and go and mount it straight onto the 1980s G-Wagon, it'd fit straight on. And vice versa. Pretty cool one. So lastly, I'm going to show you the door hinges, which I've mentioned before. If you come and have a look, these are the door hinges that are responsible for holding the 300 kilogram Kevlar door. And to demonstrate how strong they are, see? Oh. And on that, I'll leave you to it. Make sure you like, subscribe and share our video. In a couple of weeks we're going to have the E63 S, so make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for watching.